Hey there, movie fans. It is time. It is time. It is the moment you've been waiting for. Time for a brand new episode of FYC from now until March 2nd, 2025. We are covering the ups and downs of award season on the most informed, the most fun award season show that you will find anywhere in the universe. If you have not yet shared FYC on your social media, do it right now so more people can discover us. If you have not yet subscribed to Perry Nemiroff's YouTube channel, do it right now. It's just right down there. Just scroll down a little bit. If you have not yet subscribed to theinsnyder.com with this guy, Jeff Sneider, do that right now as well. And right now, we are going to take another look at a category we already covered, and we're going to see if maybe our picks have changed a little, at least now that we've seen more movies that can make more informed opinions. Here, as always, with the amazing Perry Nemiroff and the mighty Jeff Sneider, who's already working on his next big scoop for theinsnyder.com. We're taking on Best Actress again. So with that, Perry, I'm going to throw it to you. Who you got at number one? I already know what it is.
You do. You know what it is. I will say this list is an absolute mess for me, but for the best possible reason. There are so many people that I believe in and that I'm personally rooting for so hardcore. This is one of the most challenging lists for me to whittle down. So that is a very good thing. Yeah. But my clear favorite right now, my runaway number one, is definitely Mikey Madison for Anora. We talked about it when we did Best Director. It is not just a thing where she's getting a whole lot of love on the film festival circuit and with critics. It is definitely continuing into the movie's release, and that does matter. Theaters are packed. People are seeing it again. This is a big deal, and I think she's going to be in very good shape going through the season.
No question about it. Mikey Madison is my number one as well for Anora, which won the top prize at the Palme d'Or. This is a movie and a performance that everyone is talking about. It's interesting because I just happened to watch one of my favorite movies recently. It's Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Mm-hmm. And I was really surprised by, well, A, how much more I liked it than when it first came out 5 years ago. But also, Mikey Madison is in the movie, and, she goes completely crazy at the end. But you got some rising talent. Also Austin Butler was in that movie. I was like, I totally forgot he was in that film. And there's a couple. Margaret Qualley is in the film. She's on a rise. And who am I missing? There's somebody else from that film. She was just in that romantic comedy with Glenn Powell.
Sydney Sweeney.
Sydney Sweeney is in the movie. Sydney Sweeney is in this movie. It's a blinking. I mean, she's not. It's not. She's on the ranch. She's part of Manson's following. Anyway, regardless of that, Mikey Madison is fantastic in Anora. I'm with you, Perry. It's number one with a bullet, if you will. Jeff, where is Mikey Madison on your list?
I have Mikey at number two. I still am reluctant to put her number one. She may very well be the clear front runner, but after seeing the movie again, yeah, she's great. I just don't see it as an awardsy performance. I don't know what it is.
But she's your number two?
That's right.
So you don't see her as an award season.
I don't see it as an award winner. I don't look at that movie and come out being like, that should win Best Actress.
I don't agree with that. I think that she's like, everybody else should worry if they're hoping to win Best Actress because Mikey is that good in the film. Perry, you're gonna say
I don't even know what to say about it. I think it's the definition of an awards performance. She's just like, she's an epic force throughout the entire film, and then without spoiling anything, like, that's probably one of my favorite endings of the whole year. It is just such like a beautifully complex emotional moment. And I just think like the whole package of that arc that character experiences is something that should be honored by the Academy.
Absolutely. The movie ends on an emotional note that is earned. All right. So Jeff, if Mikey Madison is your number two, who's your number one?
I've still got Carla at number one for Emilia Perez. I was really impressed by the fact that she plays the character as both a man and a woman. I couldn't believe watching, her as the drug dealer. I'm like, that's Carla. Wow.
Yeah, true.
So, yeah. And again, the end of Emilia Perez did get me. It got me in a way that the end of Anora did not. So, I think a big part of that is Carla's performance. And yeah, I just have her in the lead slightly.
All right, Perry, who does number 2 work for?
Number 2 is Carla for me.
Yeah, me too.
I love her work in this movie. I think she's something else. I think the entire cast is, and you could just feel the fact that, everyone's delivering great work, but she's anchoring the ensemble in just the way it needs. And I do think in the finished film, her work is phenomenal. And because we are also, playing the predictions game, the campaign does matter. And she's another one that just like absolutely soars, in a junket interview or on stage, talking about the stories she told, the characters, the people that she works with. And, that builds hype in an important way. So I think complete package right there.
Yeah, no, I agree. I was completely floored when I saw the movie. I was like, is that the same person, the same actor in the beginning of the film before the transformation? It just blew me away. I have Carla Sofia Gascon at number 2 as well. I love this movie. I love the ensemble. It is a true ensemble, and like they're equally strong for different reasons. Selena Gomez is excellent in this movie.
Yes.
All right, so our number 1 and 2 are not exactly the same order, but we do have Mikey Madison for Anora, Carla Sofia Gascon for Emilia Perez. And again, if you have not seen Emilia Perez yet, well, guess what? It is streaming now on Netflix. Emilia Perez is streaming now on Netflix. Watch it and let us know what you think on social media or right here in the comment section. All right, Perry, who's your number 3?
Oh boy. Here's where things are like getting all over the place. I feel like I'm going to get eye rolls when I say this, but I'm playing the long game here. And listen, I believe in the Wicked hype and the Wicked positivity and enthusiasm, and like the fact that Cynthia Erivo takes an already iconic role. And I know a number of phenomenal actresses have played Elphaba, but when you look at what Idina Menzel did with that performance, like that's a really high bar to hit. And Cynthia Erivo manages to honor that original performance, but also do just enough to make this version of the character uniquely her own. That is a very, very tall order, and she does it so well. And I mean, like when people hear her sing Defying Gravity, like it's gonna knock the wind out of you. So I think Wicked's on the up and up in every category.
I have Cynthia Erivo at number 4 on my list.
Ooh, I like that.
I again, we talked about this last time on Best Director. I was really floored, blown away by Wicked Part 1. I did not read the book. I did not see the Broadway show. I just watched the movie, and I love the movie. The movie stands on its own, and it must, because it just really just swept me off my feet on the broom. And Cynthia Erivo's performance, especially towards the end, Defying Gravity, gave me goosebumps. It was a soaring, rousing finish to Part 1. But I think the movie works on its own. It's a lot of people have asked, like, is Wicked, does it feel like only half of a movie? And I will say no, it doesn't. It feels like a complete film, although definitely sets it up for the second. So the question, Mr. TheInSnyder.com, is, do you have Cynthia Erivo on your list? I know you haven't seen it yet, but maybe.
No, I don't. She's not getting the sight unseen from me. So, no, I don't have her on right now.
Well, we do. So that might be enough, mister. All right, Jeff, who's next on your list? Who's your number 3?
My number 3 is an Oscar winner. She stars in a movie that everyone is going to want to see come December. And that movie is Baby Girl. Nicole Kidman, number 3, getting in this year. You watch.
Okay, interesting choice there, Mr. Snyder. Perry, do you have Nicole Kidman on your list?
I do indeed. She's my number 4. She is excellent in Baby Girl. And, admittedly, part of the reason why I'm a little less confident in predicting her versus some of the other folks that we've already named, in particular my 1 and 2, it just hasn't come out yet. I'm curious to see how A24 continues to promote the film and push it both in the public and in the award space, but the quality of the performance is most certainly there. The movie itself is also excellent, and I have to imagine it's going to be a priority for a lot of people. So I'm keeping my fingers crossed that this particular prediction proves true.
All right, so Jeff, you have Nicole Kidman at number 3.
Number 3, yeah, I bumped her up.
And Perry, you have her at number 4.
4.
Okay, interesting. I have Nicole Kidman on my honorable mention. I agree with all your points, but once I get past my number 1 and number 2 and my number 3, I feel like it gets tough, which is a good problem to have if you're predicting, but not if you're the one trying to get into the top 5. So my number, and look, Nicole Kidman, Academy Award winner for The Hours, that came out in 2002. I can't believe it was that long ago. Nicole Kidman is, without question, the busiest actor in Hollywood right now. She's doing so many movies, so many shows, and she still has time to be a part of the AMC promo that you see in front of AMC, along with Perry. So I really think that
sometimes I get them confused. I think I'm hosting this podcast with Nicole Kidman.
Yeah, right.
I know. We look so alike, don't we?
Dead ringer. So Nicole Kidman, I mean, I'd be perfectly happy putting her in my top 5, but we'll see how this conversation plays out. My number 3, and I think is, she's getting in, and she could win her second Academy Award after 1999's Girl Interrupted for actress Angelina Jolie for Maria. I think it's a stellar performance. It's her best performance in years. The return of Angelina Jolie as an actor, I think this movie is terrific. As Maria Callas, she was also nominated for 2008's The Changeling, directed by Pablo Larraín. I don't know, Perry, are you not high on Angelina Jolie?
I am not going to deny the fact that she has a very, very, very good chance of getting a nomination. But at this point, I only have 1 spot left on my list, and I am giving that to someone that I do think has a chance, but I'm also rooting for more than most. And I don't hear the same enthusiasm for Maria overall as I do for other titles. This is a very competitive category. Even if she wound up on my list, she'd be on the lower half. So clearly I'm on the fence. And at this point in time, she tops my honorable mention list.
Okay, Jeff, what about you? Is Angelina Jolie on your list?
I once knew a girl named Maria. Maria. She reminds me of a West Side Story.
Funny.
Yes, I do. I have Angelina Jolie at number 4, Scott. I bumped her down from 3 and bumped up Kidman. But I do think that Angelina will get in. But I think Perry's right that the movie just doesn't have the profile as the others. There's just a want to see factor that isn't very high for Maria. But that doesn't mean that she can't crack the race.
So Maria is, streaming on Netflix next month. So right now, we have 3 picks here that got 2 out of 3 votes. Nicole Kidman for Baby Girl, Angelina Jolie for Maria, Cynthia Erivo for Wicked Part 1. So my question is, do we have another nominee on our list that we all agree on? Like maybe my number 5 here, which is Demi Moore.
Yeah.
Substance.
I also have Demi Moore. So
yes.
I think we have a.
Oh, that makes me
so
happy.
We've got a brawl.
Why you seem surprised? I mean, we talked about how much we love the movie, especially her performance. I think everyone I've talked to, whether they're just regular moviegoers or certainly in the business, whether they're pundits or journalists or critics, publicists, everyone loves Demi Moore in this film. Everyone loves the movie, but everyone really loves Demi Moore and Margaret Qualley. They're both excellent. But because Demi Moore is a legend at this point, it's a comeback movie for her in sorts. Definitely would love to see her get her first Oscar nomination.
So we've got 4 actresses for 3 slots.
We got we have three that we agree on: Mikey Madison, Carla Sofia Gascon, and Demi Moore. Now hang on.
Wait. Do all 3 of us have Demi Moore?
Yeah.
Yeah. kind of
All
right.
three of us.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, all three of us have to be more. All right. So, but before we like start to debate the others that 2 out of 3 agree on, what about? I mean, I love Amy Adams in Night Bitch. But why is that shake? I mean, what did you not like her in the film, or did you not like the movie overall, Perry?
No, that's one that's at the top of my screener pile at this point in time. I do think that the reaction in particular, I believe it was out of TIFF, completely set the tone for her involvement in this race, where it was like a little bit mixed. And again, I just think we have a lot of really major competition that's they're like light years ahead of her at this point. So while the performance may be great, I don't think she's in this conversation right now.
Jeff, do you think Amy Adams has a chance of getting in?
Yes, I think she is in the conversation. Yeah, I think she's like in the top 7. You know, she may clearly be in that 6, 7 spot, and something crazy will have to happen to get her in the top 5. But she's definitely in the conversation.
I think she's definitely in the conversation. Perry, I agree with you. I saw the sort of like mixed reaction. I sort of heard the mixed reaction directly out of TIFF, when we were all there. But I've, in the based on the reaction of the screenings that have happened since then, like the SAG Nomcom screening, the AFI screening, that people do love the movie more. Maybe outside of Toronto, they love it more than they did at Toronto. But I think that Amy's, she's never done a role like this, one that was so grounded and totally relatable. If you look at her movies, the range that she's displayed, 6 Oscar nominations. And like, this is like the most down to earth, relatable character she's played. And, there's a tone to the film that's there's a lot of levity to it, but it's also extremely relatable for women and men. I think anyway. So I think Amy Adams is definitely still in the running, even though she might not make her top 5. Also, I got to say, Fernanda Torres for I'm Still Here. What a performance. What a movie. Okay, based on a true story. That movie is extraordinary. What an incredible, aging decades that she had to do. And that's another movie that I think ends on a very emotional note that's earned. Perry, I know you love that movie.
Oh yeah, I love that film, and I still hold tight to what I've said weeks ago. Watch out for that one. I think it is an undeniable Best International Feature nomination, but this is the one that I think is going to wind up cracking other races too, because I do think the more people that see it, the more noise it's going to build, and I would be shocked if anyone out there saw this movie and didn't completely fall for it.
I agree completely. Jeff, did you see I'm Still Here? Is that one that you've had a chance to watch?
I still haven't seen it.
Okay. Well, when you do see it, maybe you'll get on the bandwagon with me and Perry on that. What about as far as performances that when people see they're going to be floored? Marianne Jean-Baptiste for Hard Truths, Mike Leigh's new film. That's a performance that I think when people see it, they will be floored by it. And this is a return, I would say, full circle for Marianne Jean-Baptiste, because she worked with Mike Leigh for her Oscar-nominated turn in 1996's Secrets and Lies. She was nominated for Supporting Actress. When you have a chance to see Hard Truths, I really recommend it. I think it's great.
Much better year for female performances than male performances.
Yeah. Oh, agreed, Mr. Snyder. Also, Kirsten Dunst in Civil War. That movie might have a problem because it peaked early. It's like maybe it's a climate that people just don't want to think about the word Civil War right now. But she's fantastic in the movie. I just love that movie. I think it's a masterpiece. I just was all over that film out of South by Southwest, but not enough people were talking about it. You guys think that the Kirsten Dunst or the film has a chance in anything?
No, I'm with you, Mance. I love the film also, but they did not maintain the buzz necessary to get it into this race, or any race for that matter.
Well, one final choice that I'm going to throw out. She just celebrated her 95th birthday.
I want this to happen.
Yeah, I do too.
June Squibb for Thelma, please.
June Squibb for Thelma. First of all, that movie is excellent.
Yes.
And she is an Oscar nominee for 2013's Nebraska Best Supporting Actress. if she does get nominated, and she deserves the nomination, the question is, you know, does she have the momentum to make the cut? She would be the oldest person to get nominated for an acting Oscar.
They're putting in the work right now. They're not letting that go. They are fighting for it. And, you know, like, again, lots of competition. It would be a challenge for her to crack this race, but I would really love to see it happen. The movie makes me so happy.
With joy, which is something that Perry would say.
I just want that movie to get an original screwplay nomination.
Yeah, no, I think it's a great movie, but
I wouldn't mind seeing that happen.
You know, it's funny, like we're saying, like we talked about this with director, and now we're doing supporting act or best actress here. Like, oh, there's so many choices to choose from. I feel like it's the good old days before the pandemic when we're like really seeing a lot of great stuff and having a hard time trying to figure out the ones that might make the cut. Which goes to show you how long we've been doing FYC since before the pandemic. So, okay, so let's bring it back to the 3 actresses who got 2 out of 3. And we got to pick 2 of them to make our final cut. So that's Nicole Kidman for Baby Girl, Angelina Jolie for Maria, and Cynthia Erivo for Wicked Part 1. I don't know. I feel like Cynthia Erivo is getting in. She's getting in. She's awesome. The movie, everyone's going to be seeing and talking about this movie, which is going to be great for Oscar ballots, nomination ballots. I know Perry's on with me on this. Jeff, what do you think?
I'm fine putting her in, but then I want Kidman in. I think Angelina, as good as she may be, I just don't know who is excited to see that movie. I think people are excited to see Baby Girl.
I don't know if is excited the right word about Baby Girl. I think people are curious about Baby Girl. I don't know if they're excited to see either one. I mean, they're both great in each of these movies. And Pablo Larraín, you know, he directed Natalie Portman to an Oscar nomination for Jackie, and he directed Kristen Stewart. Did Kristen Stewart not get nominated for Spencer? I can't remember.
She got snubbed, right?
She got snubbed. Yeah. But still,
do we think Netflix is going to get two nominees in this category?
That's Angelina Jolie, and she's so good in the film. I mean, she's so good in this movie. Like, I was watching this going like, that's the Angelina Jolie that I love as an actress that we haven't seen much of her do that.
If Angelina Jolie wanted a nomination, she should have starred in The Substance.
Yeah. Just for clarification, I think Kristen Stewart got nominated for the Oscar, but snubbed for the SAG award.
All right, hang on a second. While you guys figure that out, I want to talk about, convince me that Nicole Kidman gets in.
I do think we were what were we talking about before? It was what was it? Curiosity and excitement. I don't think there's really any difference. I think there's general enthusiasm to see that movie, and I also do think that is a movie that energizes people in a way where they walk out of the movie like buzzing and really excited and thrilled to talk about it with everybody. So I do think that's gonna, and also the fact that it's hitting in December too, I think all of that is just gonna work in her favor.
I agree. It's coming in at the right time. I think that there's a lot of pent up frustration and sexual energy that's in this country right now, right? That like we're all pent up. I think Baby Girl allows you to release that.
I don't know how I feel about taking Angelina Jolie off this list after this would be a hat trick for Pablo Larraín to direct these last 3 movies and direct his lead actresses to Oscar nominations, since Kristen Stewart was in fact nominated for Spencer. I don't know. I really have my heart set on Angelina Jolie getting in.
I mean, do we take Demi Moore off? I mean, I know we all voted for her, but she seems like the clear long shot.
We all agree on Demi Moore. We're keeping her on. She's getting nominated.
I think the fact that all 3 of us had her on her list, even if it was number 5, does speak to some sort of enthusiasm that I think a lot of people out there could share.
Yeah, no, I agree. No, we're not taking Demi Moore off this list. I can't wait to see this movie again. Actually, I think. Oh wait, no, it's not streaming. It's in theaters. All right. Really, Nicole Kidman and Baby Girl over Angelina Jolie for Maria? Really? Guys? Really?
That's where I'm
I
leaning.
haven't seen Angelina. I've seen Nicole, and I thought she was great.
All right, here's the thing. All right, I feel like a broken record when I say this, but this is not the last time we're going to tackle Best Actress. Jeff, when you see Maria, maybe you'll feel differently, but we've all seen, Jeff, you did see Baby Girl, right? All right, I know Perry saw it. I saw it. All right, for this list, this is because I'm selfless and generous and a nice guy. I'm happy to give Nicole Kidman. She deserves it. I mean, she's great in the film. We're really curious to see when more people see it. I think it might be a little bit polarizing. I think people love the film, but I've heard that there are some people who don't like the movie. And that could affect her position as lead actress. Just got to see how that plays out when the movie comes out. But
Who's
you know,
going to love Maria? Who's going to love the Maria Callas movie?
Well, who loved Jackie or who loved Spencer? It's when you see
people love Princess Diana. People love Jackie O. I don't know that people love Maria Callas in the same way.
All right, fair enough. All right, so for this episode of FYC covering lead actress, our picks are Mikey Madison for Honora, Carla Sofia Gascon for Amelia Perez, Demi Moore for The Substance, Cynthia Erivo for Wicked Part 1, and Nicole Kidman for Baby Girl.
I love this list.
I love it. I'd love it more if Angelina Jolie was on it, but I really love it a lot because Cynthia Erivo was on it. And the last time we talked about lead actress, she wasn't. But that just goes to show you that when you see a film and you know that you're watching a great performance and it deserves to get nominated, there's just no way around it. And that is why she is on this list.
Big week for Wicked on our show with John Chu getting in last week and now Cynthia getting in this week.
Oh, that's not the last of that on FYC. I can't wait to get to another category.
Just wait till that movie opens on November 22nd, the same day as Gladiator. We got Wickadator, just like Barbara Summer. Okay, so make sure you subscribe to Perry's channel. Scroll down, subscribe. Make sure you subscribe to Jeff Snyder's newsletter for breaking Hollywood news, theinsnyder.com. Watch Jeff Snyder's other show, The Hot Mic with my pal John Rocco on his YouTube channel. Make sure you watch me sometimes anyway on KTLA Channel 5 in Southern California. And make sure you share FYC on all your social media platforms. Even X, if you're still using X, knock yourself out, but make sure you share FYC. If you think everyone's watching, maybe they're not, but with your help, they will be, because who does it better than we do? Nobody does it better than FYC. Until the next episode, all together now, FY.
See you
later.